Welcome to the Geberit Sigma 75 installation video for wall-hung pans. This installation consists of two stages. Firstly, the rough-in stage, followed by the dual flush button installation. We recommend that you refer to the installation instructions provided with your cistern before starting the installation. In the cistern carton you will find the Sigma 75 cistern with a duo-fix frame, dust cap and pipe, water supply connection, installation duct, key seals, fastening kit, solvent cement, threaded rods, and drainage connection set. To complete the installation, you will require the following tools: a hammer, impact drill, socket set, a Stanley knife, hacksaw, tape measure, and level. The installation demonstrated in this video will be in a 90 by 45mm timber stud wall using a wall-hung pan. The flush pipe and waste set-out measurements will vary depending on the pan selected. You will need to know the measurements before starting the installation. Determine the correct drainage waste point for the new installation. Start by determining the finished floor level. It is shown here as the horizontal zero line. Measure up 1000mm above the finished floor level. Adjust the height of the legs so the Geberit meter mark on the frame lines up with the 1000mm mark on the stud. Confirm that the height of the flush pipe meets the pan specifications. Then tighten the leg bolts. Mark the fixing points found on the top, centre, and feet of the frame. Remove the frame from its position. Drill the anchor point holes and pilot holes. Place the frame back in position and ensure that it is level. With the frame level, check all measurements are correct and secure the frame to studwork and floor using the screws provided. Measure the pan's bolt and waste position as shown. Mark the centre line of the waste pipe on the frame. Measure the distance from the centre line of the waste pipe to the slab and add 30mm to ensure correct connection with the sewer pipe and cut to length. Clean the edges. Then apply primer and solvent cement to join the sections. Once the solvent cement has hardened, fit the rubber adapter provided over the waste connector. Insert the waste connector into the sewer pipe using the lubricant provided. Fit the waste connector bolts and nuts supplied and adjust so that the centre of the connector lines up with the mark on the frame. Tighten the bolts once in the desired position and fit the dust caps. Screw the threaded rods into the correct location for the pan set out. The holes are marked 1 to 4. Refer to the installation instructions for more detail. Secure the rods in position with the lock nuts provided. It is important this is done before the walls are lined. With the cistern now in position, you can remove the front cover and pop out the cap found in the top left side of the cistern. Fit the stop tap from the outside of the cistern by inserting it through the hole. Make sure that the stop tap is facing the inlet valve. Then fit the lock nut from the inside of the cistern, taking care not to drop it inside the cistern. Remember, the front cover will need to go back in, so keep it in a safe place. Connect the flexible hose. This connection should only be hand tight. Refit the front cover and locate the installation duct. Fit it by placing the duct over the blue frame and pushing down until it clicks into position. The protective dust cover is designed to stay on until the fit-out stage and will prevent any unwanted debris from entering the cistern. Make sure that the parts needed for the fit-out stage are stored safely. The final stage of the rough-in is to connect the water supply. With this done, check the installation is ready for wall linings and tiling. Once the walls have been tiled and grouted, you're ready to install the pan and dual flush button. Remove the flush pipe dust cap and installation duct cover plate. Cut and fit the flush pipe, waste pipe, and pan gasket to suit, and install the pan. To fit the buttons, start by removing the outer cover plate. Trim the installation duct flush with the tiles using a Stanley knife. Remove the inner cover and actuator block so the flexible hose can be detached from the inlet valve to flush out the water supply and remove any debris from the line. Once the line is clear, refit the hose, turn on the water supply, then fit the transmission block and inner cover. Fit the mounting frame to the front of the installation duct as shown and adjust the fastening bolts to suit the depth of the finished wall cavity. Secure them by turning the pins 90 degrees, then lock the bolts in place using the blue pins. Ensure the spring mechanism section of the mounting frame faces downwards. Fit the push rods through the holes on the plate until the raised ridge reaches the front of the installation frame. Then turn 90 degrees clockwise to lock them in place. An audible click can be heard when they are located correctly. Ensure that the rods operate freely. It may be necessary to shorten the push rods, depending on the depth of the wall linings and cavity. Position the push plate on the wall and engage the lower side of the mounting frame. Push up against the spring and clip the button over the top of the mounting frame to locate the buttons. Check the cistern flushes correctly. Your installation is now complete.